you turn to Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. What do you do when all hell breaks loose in your life? You turn to 1 Peter 5 verse 7. Casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you. He cares for you. The whole world can be against you, but he cares for you. In the situation you are standing in right now, he is right next to you. Start believing the word of God and take it literally. He literally cares for you. Regardless of the situation you are going through, remember, be still and know that God is God. If this situation you are going through was going to stop you from reaching where you needed to go, God wouldn't allow it to happen. If God allowed it to happen, remember that all things work together for the good of them that love God. When everyone left me, all I had was Jesus. When I was in trouble, all I had was Jesus. When the gates of hell came after me, all I had was Jesus. During my lonely nights, all I had was Jesus. When my husband left me, all I had was Jesus. When my wife left me, all I had was Jesus. When the world left me, all I had was Jesus. When things were going wrong, all I had was Jesus. When I was in darkness, all I had was Jesus. When you felt heavy-hearted, all you had was Jesus. When you was on your knees, all you had was Jesus. When you felt like giving up, all you had was Jesus. When you were in pain, all you had was Jesus. When your past came back to haunt you, all you had was Jesus. He's all I've ever had. He's all you've ever had. And he's all that you will ever need. Life is a fight. And every single one of you is in the middle of a fight. Fighting to get the bills paid. Fighting to finish school. Fighting to keep your marriage away from divorce. Fighting to go to work. Fighting to get a promotion. Fighting traffic. Fighting to raise those kids. Fighting to even come home at times. Fighting for your health. And what you and I both know about life is that life does not fight fair. When you're in the middle of fighting for your health, boom, your car breaks down and there's another bill. Life is a fight. And many of you today are at the point where you're about to give up. Standing on the edge of failure, where hell has thrown the kitchen sink at you, and life has drained you of your resources, and where people that promised you they will always be there have left, and people around you will give up. You need to have the understanding that they're not built like you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. When the going gets tough, the child of God gets going. When the odds are stacked against you, when hell is coming in for the kill, when retreat looks like the only option, when it looks like there's no way you'll be able to win, when your back is against the wall, encourage yourself, because at this moment, that's when the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob moves into action. His strength is made perfect in weakness. At the point you're about to give up, at the point where you are tired, that's when the Lord's strength comes into play.